today. So I have been doing a little book haul on Vinted. So I'm very excited about this because I live in Spain and it's quite expensive to buy books off Amazon constantly. And I've discovered Vinted for book shopping, and I found this lady on there who sells only English books. So it's really super exciting for me because she has got over 3,590 titles listed that she is selling second hand. And when I received them, they're all really perfect. So I thought what I would do today, by the way, I am Kerry Kennedy. I am a multi-genre author and I write anything spanning from horror books, psychological thrillers, crime fiction, to ultra uber romances, and I've also got an LGBTQ book that is currently in query. The link to my author profile page is below, and also I have an Amazon bookshop and I will be adding to that, but I do always have a spotlight on indie authors like myself. There's also going to be the link for that below. But on today's vlog, I wanted to do a little show and tell of all the books that I have been buying on Vinted. So you have to excuse the background noise. I know it's not very professional, but I'm sitting on my balcony today for a change of scenery because I'm always using the same scenery for my vlogs, and I just thought it would be nice to have a little change of scenery. And I don't also like to add in a fake background because you lose some of the element of the video and the vlog. So we're a little bit natural today, sitting on the balcony, so there might be some cats that will come here and there, flitting around. I've got Bonnie who's sitting on the balcony at the moment, my tuxedo cat. So I have bought in total 1, 2, 3, 4. This is only a portion of the books that I've been buying, so I thought we would unwrap them together. So I've got 5 or 6 books here, 5 books that I have purchased, and I thought we would just open them together because I find this quite exciting when I look at some of the other booktokers and bloggers when they are doing the openings of their books, because you never know what you've purchased. Well, I certainly don't, because I'm a massive book buyer and I must buy, I don't know, maybe 30 books a month, which probably isn't extreme compared to some book bloggers and readers out there, but it's quite a significant amount. And now that I've discovered this lady on, I can't get into this parcel, now that I've discovered this lady on Vinted, I am just absolutely overjoyed. And also, I don't know about you, but I like to buy second hand. And when I go and visit my sister in the UK, I'm always going to the charity shops there, and I always pick out some fantastic bargains. So this parcel is proving a little bit difficult to open. So we will get there in a minute. So I'm just going to cut this. Let's have a look at what we've got in this one. I'm just going to tear the paper off. It's almost like Christmas. And I kind of like that, really. Extremely well wrapped as well, so it's come in bubble wrap too. I'm just going to slide through that. Be careful with that because sometimes I use the bubble wrap again, or I might. Oh wow! This is a book by Nora Roberts. Isn't that a stunning cover? And it's called Bed of Roses. Not everything in the business of love is a bed of roses. Since she was a little girl in Madeline Grun, excuse me, has always loved romance, so it's really no surprise that she has found her calling as a wedding florist. She gets to play with flowers every day and work with her 3 best friends, Mackenzie, Parker and Laurel, in the process. She couldn't ask for a better job. Stunning. So that's the first one. I mean, and it's in brilliant condition. It doesn't even look like it's been thumbed through or anything. So that's the first book that I've opened. So let's go to the second one. Be careful that because there is no bubble wrap in this one. But I mean, where do you buy your books, your second-hand books? Maybe drop me some comments and let me know if you do actually buy second-hand books. But I mean, for these 5 books, if I bought them off Amazon I'd have spent at least €70. So you can see why I have become slightly addicted to purchasing of Vinted here in Spain. So we're going to hear some noise now because the children in our tiny school, they're tiny little top children, are only about 5 years old. I did a reading to them of my Boris book, Boris Flies to the Moon, a children's book. They're adorable. So they go to the local cafe for their lunch break. So there will be some disturbance in the background. So I apologise for that in the first instance. I'm going to pop this book out, which is particularly lovely. It is called The Girl He Used to Know, and this is by Tracy Jarvis Graves, and she is the best-selling author of On the Island. So I've never actually read one of her books, but what attracted me to this was the colour. I've got lots of books with pink spines, and I particularly like a pink spine book. And this one, it says, Taylor Jenkins Reid says that Tracy Jarvis Graves is a must-read author. Annika Rose likes being alone. She feels lost in social situations, saying the wrong thing or acting the wrong way. She just can't read people. She prefers the quiet solitude of books or playing chess to being around others, apart from Jonathan. She liked being around him, but she hasn't seen him for 10 years. Until now, that is. This sounds quite exciting and fun. And I love to smell a book. Don't you just love to smell a book? Okay, 3 to go. I do really feel like all my Christmases have come at once, to be honest with you. And I'm not sure how we're going to... This one is quite well done. Facial expressions. I don't even know what they are like. But it's just so exciting when you get books, isn't it? I mean, I miss it. I get books every single day, pretty much. Although when I'm buying off Vinted from this lady, I am trying to buy all at once, so it saves my legs, because I live in quite a large house, and I'm 3 floors up on my land, so I'm constantly up and down to the stairs. So I try now to try and bulk, because my legs ache. Wow, this is quite tough to get through. I'm going to use my knife on this. Okay, so this one is a book that's done quite a lot of rounds on BookTok and Bookstagram, and it's had a lot of press and promotion around it in the past. So I'm quite late to buying this. It's called The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary, and I wanted this for quite a while. One of my favourite indie authors, Elizabeth Holland, has read this book, and she gave it quite a good review. So I thought, you know what, if Elizabeth likes it, then I'm definitely going to buy it and see if I like it. Their friends think they're crazy, but it's the perfect solution. Leon occupies the one-bed flat while Tiffy's at work in the day, and she has the run of the place the rest of the time. But with obsessive ex-boyfriends, wrongly imprisoned brothers, and of course the fact that they still haven't met yet, it seems this flat share is more complicated than expected. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. I wanted to read this quite a while, actually. I just never got around to buying it. And also I didn't want to pay nearly €20 for it on Amazon, when I knew that if I waited and I went to the UK, I could probably buy it for a fraction of the price. And then I saw it on this lady's site on Vinted, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy that. So we've just got 2 more to go, and I'm just going to pause my video here. So I'm back again. I had to pause it because this book, Meet Cute, by Helena Hunting, was so fiercely wrapped up, which is wonderful because it's protected the book, but I just couldn't get into it, and I didn't want you to all be just sitting there waiting and thinking, you know what, we're just going to scroll by because she's taken too long to open these books. This is another book that has been wildly promoted and had a lot of attention on BookTok and on Bookstagram, and it's yet again another one a bit like The Flat Share that I wanted to pick up and to read, because I love all these kind of little cozy romances and stuff. So it says, Kaylin Flowers was always calm, rational, controlled, until she ended up sprawled all over Daxton Hughes, the former actor she totally crushed on as a teenager. In seconds, she became a mortifying fangirl and may also have professed her undying love for him. Oddly enough, he didn't run away, and their meet cute led to something she never expected, a friendship. Of course, she never expected him to betray her either. So I think this is going to be, my June TBR is actually quite full already. And I'm currently reading Your Last First Kiss, which is this book, which I'm reading by Avery Maxwell. And oh my gosh, I'm only page 69, but I've already fallen in love with the book. I've got a Colin Hoover book as well that is on my TBR from the Confess series for June. And I've got loads of art books that I've got to read as well before the end of the month. So I've only got 1 week to go, so I'm not sure that I'm going to get to reading Meet Cute this month. So it's probably going to be on my July list. I'm just going to pause the video again there because these parcels are so fantastically wrapped up that it's taken me a while to actually open them. So I'll be back. And we're back. We are back with All Your Perfects by Colin Hoover, which actually I've just realised I've already bought this book. So now I've got 2 of this. Have you ever done that? Have you bought a book twice, because that's always spectacular for me, and this is not the first time that I've done it. So I have read this book, I have done a book review on this, and I gave it 4 stars because it is a really sweet book, and it tells the story of Quinn. The last thing Quinn expected was to meet the love of her life just outside her fiancé's front door. A year after leaving behind their cheating partners, Quinn and Graham are in a perfect relationship that's designed by fate. This is actually quite a lovely book. It's also quite sad in such that it deals with infertility and how how infertility can affect your relationship in such a way that it actually can drive you apart. And I really, really felt for Quinn. I don't have children. I can't have children. I've never been able to have children. And I really can understand what she was going through when all she wanted and was obsessing about was to have a child that it turns out that she could never have. So if you haven't read this book by Colleen Hoover, then I highly recommend you purchasing it, because it is a really lovely story, and it also tells us, that when you love somebody so much and you're in a relationship where respect and love, it can just outweigh absolutely everything else. So, it is romance, but it also deals with the harsh realities of infertility, and they can't adopt either, so their relationship has to be so strong to survive all of this infertility, and the fact that also because her husband, when he was a young lad, he got into a brawl with somebody, and he has got it on his record, so they can't even adopt a child. So this is a must read, absolutely. But you can find all my reviews over on Instagram at Kerry Kennedy Author, or you can find me on Instagram at Kerry Kennedy 96 Author as well. So I will pop some links below, but don't worry, because if you go to my YouTube front page and you just click on one of the social media banners, you'll find all my reviews there. So that's it. These are the books that I have purchased, even though I purchased one twice. And I'm looking forward to getting through these through July. Thanks for watching and bearing with me whilst I unwrapped all my, I was going to say presents, because it did feel like Christmas, but unwrapping all my books. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm looking to grow my YouTube channel organically, and I'm looking to get to 1,000 subscribers, not in a time frame because it's taken quite a while. And I haven't put it as a focus point yet. But do please subscribe to my channel. And if you do subscribe and I'm not following you yet, just nudge me, drop me a comment, and I'll be sure to follow you back. Thanks for joining me today. And if you've read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them, or where I can find your review so that I can put a like and a comment against it. And I'll hope to be speaking to you again next week. I'm not sure what we're chatting about next week. I have got some interesting topics lined up. One of them is your keywords for Amazon if you're a self-published author. And another topic we will be discussing is using AI, ChatGPT, in particular with regards to how we can utilise it as an author. And in that, I'm not talking about using it to write books. I know some people do, and that's not for me particularly. But there are some fantastic features with ChatGPT that we can all put to good use. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.